Right on.
Doink. Same difference. Doink. All right, so welcome everybody. It's Friday night. It's Quagmire. It's whatever we want it to be tonight. Um, I do have a bunch of invites out. Um, Probably should have shut off my outside chat. Um, Anywho, uh, welcome everybody. Um, who shaved the cat? You calling me a pussy? Really? Are you calling me a pussy? Um, Let me do a little rundown because Dish ain't in here to do it. And after that comment, fuck her, she ain't gonna do it anyway. Mikey, you're an asshole, pretty much. All right, so first and foremost, the fat man, my southern brother, was in first, and he's going on a date tonight. So good luck, brother, and have a blast. Busy Bayman, Chris. But he was going to bed. But anyways, Chris, thanks for coming in. Of course, Steve was in here with me. Zach Hawkins, he's going to listen at work. Cool, Jack. That's awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that, man. Rich, where are you? I sent you a link, bro. Rich the Tactical Plumber. Thank you. Groovy and Saint, you guys have links also. Gumi Outdoors, man. What's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. The Saint. Oily Prepper. Hello. And thank you for coming by. I'm going to see if I can. That's about it. Oh, all right. I guess I'll say hi. Oh, hi, Dish. Rich, the smart version of Mikey. Bite me.
She is in the mood tonight.
Oh, she is. She's just the way she is, cause she's Dish. All right, Rich, we're gonna send you another one, kid. There it goes. Um, so before I get into talking about what Steve and I were talking about off air, I want to thank my northern brother, and I mean that in all sincerity, my very good friend, working class woodsman. Um, I got my shirt today. Well, technically, I got it last night. I'm home, but I wore it today with pride.
That's damn
With
cool.
pride. Um, it was nice. I opened it up. I didn't know what Mikey. He says to me, Mikey, what? He texts me. He says, Mikey, what's your address? So I send it to him, and I goes, oh, if he sends me a knife, my wife's gonna fucking divorce me. And anyway, hey Alan, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. For those who don't know who Alan is, I'm talking to Freedom Bushcraft. So, and I think you can still buy these. So get a hold of Working Class Woodsman, and so we can help out Sean's family. All right. Now, hey Al, you wanna come on now? Oh, I did forget you, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Hello, Flan. 57. Flan. 57. All right, no, brother, no problem. I was just, thinking out loud. You know what I mean, bro? This is pure madness. Hey, Mike, it's Dave of Something Hairy. Dave of Something Hairy. Dave, how you been, bro? Yeah, absolutely, Alan. Anytime. Because I really like you to tell me about. I've been watching the your Black River trip. Of course, Jack asked me. I don't have my glasses on, and I'm watching like part 5 or something, first or part 6 or whatever it was. I'm like, I think you would think that I would know that it didn't start where it started. You know what I'm saying? Dusty Blue to Fly. How are you? It is it's so good to see you. How's my summer been? It's been filled with a lot of work. That's about it. Not enough play.
Right on.
So anyway, Alan. So Alan. So I'm watching. I'm like, Mike, what are you, an idiot? So you know what I'm gonna do just because I'm an idiot. I watched 6 and I'm gonna go down. So, but hey MJP, how are you, sweetheart? All right, so we have a couple of people came on the panel without me knowing it. Mr. Richard Tactical Plumber, how are you, brother? Brother, you're mute. There you go. Okay, you're unmuted now.
Good.
What's going
How
on?
are you doing tonight?
Not too bad, bro. Yourself?
Not bad.
And we got Groovy outside.
What's up, guys?
What's going on,
happening?
Groove? How you been?
Oh, pretty good. Working.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so Dusty, I'm doing too much working on that play.
Exactly.
I gotta go out and enjoy. You know, I was in, not on the chat, but I was in the chat room last night. Freedom Bushcrafts. By the way, awesome chat last night. He had the doctor on there from Malone. Anywho, and I saw Wyndham Woodcraft in there, and he says, "You gotta get out. You gotta get in the woods and go out." I says, "I know." He's like, "Mike, how you doing?" I said, "I'm going crazy," and I am. I'm going absolutely freaking crazy. And he says, "You gotta get out in the woods, get out in a boat, whatever." So I do want to go out in the woods though, because that is my happy place. That is where I can come to calm down and relax. And I really don't call going to my trail in the woods. I want to go to the woods. Go to the woods. I mean, I can go and hike up there and get into the woods, but oh, you're welcome, Al. Thank you for having thanks for having such a cool chat. But at any rate, so that's how that's going, Dusty.
Right on. I took a trip last week up north and sure got my head straight. I mean, it was only 4 days.
That was going to be my next set question. So it went well though.
Right on. Well, I
Cool.
I just absolutely love it up there. There's a highway that cuts across Michigan, and 75 crosses it. And it seems like every time I get above that one certain highway, it's like the relaxation just starts coming, you know?
Yep. Speaking of working class women, he's doing one of two things. He's sleeping or he's fishing. Anywho, Mikey, today in Art Shack at the ocean was awesome. 5 out of 6 campers created superhero capes. That's how we creatively roll in the summer. Lots of fun and get paid to boot. That's awesome, Dusty. That is awesome. So before Steve and I came on air and before Groovy and Rich joined us, Steve and I were talking about reload. Now, I know Mr. Tolley reloads. Rich, do you reload?
You know, I have a Square Deal B Dylan sitting in the room, haven't started, but
Haven't
with
started.
everything going on here in Mass, I need to get my butt in gear.
Right on, brother.
Right. So I don't, I see them at what do you call it up there in Maine?
Trading post.
Yep, I see them there. A couple here and there around because I'll go to some gun shops right here in southern New Hampshire, and I'll see a few here and there. Double K, what's going on? And I know Mr. Tolley does it, and I want to TR say he did it.
I believe he does.
Yes, I think TR Prepper does it also. Okay, I wouldn't know the first thing about it. I know that guy said to me, if you ever get in it, go to your local tire guy and ask him if he'll if he can part with the wheel weights.
All right on.
He also said sometimes what they'll do is that instead of just giving them to you, he'll charge you whatever he would be for, whatever money he was going to get back from the other guy. So you think of me when you see Snickers bars. Why is that? But anyway, Steve, how does one, or whoever wants to jump in, and you guys can... Groove, do you reload or anything like that?
No, I wish I did. I got a brother that does though.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I am with you. So you and I are in the same spot.
I wouldn't know about either.
So, Stevie, I'll start with you. How does one go about doing that?
Startup?
Yeah, do it 101, like you're talking to people that never did it before. Somebody might want to try it. What does he or she need to do?
Well,
Obviously, other than get the print, we know that part, but you know what I mean?
Right on. Startup isn't that bad. Read into it for a minute and see if you really want to do it. And you can hit like flea markets and stuff and buy the old one at a time single stage presses.
Yep.
For $10, $15, and then all you need after that is a set of dies, which is, depending on what brand you buy, anywhere from like 30 to 50, maybe 60 for top of the line, and then powder and bullets and primers.
So powder, bullets, and prime. What are you using? 209 primers?
No, just depends what you're shooting. They got small rifle, large rifle, small pistol, large pistol. The 209's only for shot shells.
Shot shells, my bad. What do they run?
Primers right now are about $4 a 100.
So your startup costs. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm good. So your startup cost is about $115, $120.
Yeah, if you go budget.
Yeah.
And then if you find out you like it, you can get a better press later on.
Go ahead, Rich.
I had a guy at my range that was selling a Dillon Square Deal B, which only does pistol. Right. And I think he wanted like $350 for it, which was a pretty good deal. And it came with 38 special, 45, and those are the two that it came with. And I bought the 9mm. I don't know, just haven't got going with it, but I need to. I got to get the book. That's the first step. I should have bought that first. It tells you all the powder ratios and what you need to do.
Right.
I got a scale because you need a scale too, because you got to check periodically. See, mine is a 4-stage press, so you put the casing in, pull the handle, and it rotates. It takes the primer out, puts a new primer in, rotates in the next station. You put the bullet in, and it rotates again, and then it crimps it and it drops it down into the tray.
Just to interject real quick, Double K, you guys know him. You guys know what I'm talking about. Car Carrier says, ordered that Lee reloading book, Steve. I'm most concerned with getting components right now before the election.
Right on. Yeah, Lee's a good one to start with. They don't get too deep into it. It's just basic stuff, so it doesn't boggle your brain. I mean, you know, some of them guys get into it with the ballistics and all that stuff, and it's like, oh my God.
So, let me ask you guys a question. So, like we said, budget 115, 120, somewhere in there, okay? What are you saving? What do you think you're saving? But, you know, is it, you know what I mean? Like, how much money is it?
Right, I'll just take 223, you know, or 556 is everybody, you know, close to being the same. Not the same, but close to being the same. Anyhow, right now the bulk ammo is really cheap, so I'm not saving a shit ton. When I bought all my reloading gear, ammo was like, it was really getting scarce, and the prices were getting all jacked up. Once I bought all my gear, I was probably saving half. So I cut my ammo cost by 50%.
Oh, cool.
And
hey, G, what's up, bro?
I sat down, and because I'd been single stage reloading for years, like for my 30-30 and my 30-06. You know, you do 40, 50 rounds at a time, and it's no big deal. But I wanted to start bulk reloading for my 223, my 9mm, and my 45. So I sat down and crunched the numbers, and I bought the Dillon 550B, and that's after a ton of research. For me, it was like the biggest bang for the buck. And I crunched every number right down to the single round. And after I reloaded and shot 1,000 rounds, all my equipment was paid for. So that's all it took. Just just in the money.
Mickey's Mouth. I said that I may or may not be having a chat tonight, so clear out your eardrums. Get the wax out of there.
Supplier.
What's that?
What's a good supplier to buy all your bulk?
Right. Well, right now with the ammo prices being lower, it would probably take you 2,000 rounds to zero out, you know, and start reloading cheap.
So who do you order from? I mean,
a lot of the stuff I just buy locally. I'll do a guy's day on a Saturday and just start hitting gun stores and you know, even the big places like Bass Pro Shops and stuff are stocking reloading components, so it's not too tough. I go through Cheaper and Dirt, Barry's Bullets, stuff like that. If you can buy your powder locally, it's a little cheaper.
Yep.
Your powder and primers, because when you order online, the price is lower, but you got to pay a hazmat fee.
Okay.
So I think it's like $20 a ship.
And what do you need? Do you need some kind of? Do you need a? Well, you guys call them CCLs. I call them LTLs, or CCWs. You guys call them, right? Do you need one of those to do all this?
Not in this state. Any old buddy that's over 18, I think, maybe 21 for some things.
Which
you can just buy
we do, right?
What was that again? Sorry.
Richie, we need our either our FID cards or whatever to do reloading, don't we?
Yeah, you need it for the powder.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Nobody ever
I don't
checked
think I.
because, like I said, I have bought some bullets and I got powder and I got primers. I bought all the stuff. I just got to start doing it.
I don't know if
But
I mean, I own a handgun, but I don't think I could make it anyways, even if I had one. But
well, you could make rifle calibers though.
yeah, I can do rifle and shotgun, and I never. Somebody told me, who was it, Mr. Tolley, I think. I never knew you can reload a freaking shotgun shell.
Right.
I
Yeah,
never knew that.
the guy that I bought my Dylan from, he still does shotgun because he's big into the over under, the trap shooting,
Yep.
and
hmm
he said I kept my shotgun shell reloaded because that's what I do now. I don't do pistol anymore.
Right on.
So
Lucky you.
yeah, but again, like I said, yours is better than mine because you can do the rifle. I can't do rifle with mine.
Right. That's one of
Just
the
pistol.
reasons. I was thinking about the square deal B. The only two things I didn't like about the square deal B is it didn't do rifle, and you have to buy Dillon brand reloading dies for it.
Dies.
Right.
Yeah.
Double cases. Those are sweet. I wanted Panza. Did I pronounce that right?
Is
Did I
there a
just lose you
brand of
guys?
powder that you prefer? Steve,
What was that?
What's that, Groove?
is there a certain brand of powder that you prefer, like a certain manufacturer?
I experiment with all kinds of powders. Whenever I buy a different weight bullet, I usually buy several different powders, and what I do is I build 5 shells of each recipe, and I see if they shoot good through my rifle, because certain recipes will not shoot good through your rifle.
Right.
So you got to play around a little bit before you start loading 100 rounds and wasting all your money. So I bet you right now in my basement I got probably 20 different powder brands. So they're all good, or they couldn't sell them. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you do a little bit of YouTube research, yay YouTube, and a little bit of reading
Right.
in the book and find out. And usually the popular stuff is the good stuff.
Well,
Where did Oily go? What's the lowest caliber you can do? Well, you said 223, so can you get on and do, can you do 17 and all that?
I can do 17 caliber as long as it's center fire.
Wow.
So I can do any center fire rifle there is, if I have the right reloading equipment, right?
I was gonna say, because I mean, seriously, I don't even have a pen. Yes, I do. I mean, what's that? That's the shell from a 17, right?
Yeah, pretty tiny.
Pretty much. I'm not even being funny. I'm being dead serious, right? So.
Yeah, you're almost down to tweezers.
Right.
But it all goes through the machine, as long as it's a center fire case.
now do they make the reload with the rimfire cartridge?
There's some people that load rimfire, but it's a chemical down in the shell that goes around the rim that actually causes it to fire.
Okay.
So it's tough. I mean, you're like, these guys use eyedroppers and stuff to get the chemical in there. And to me, it's wouldn't be worth it. But they do have kits out there for reloading 22 rimfire.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you talk about tedious.
Yeah.
I don't have the eyes for that.
Right?
No, not at all.
I can do the shotgun. That sounds like it would be fun.
It's very interesting. Shotgun is a bit more persnickety than doing rifle, I think, because you have a lot of different variables with your wad sizes compared to your how many ounces of shot you want in there,
Right.
and what size shot.
And let's throw this disclaimer right out there, okay? Anybody listening, in this, either in the chat room now or going to be listening later. Speaking of which, hello, Uncle Kyle. Or all the people, the silent listeners, as I call them. Look, hopefully we're all. I don't think I'm talking to teenagers, right? I don't think there's any teenagers that watch this.
Right on.
So we're all grown ass men and women. All right. Please, do what I would do. I would grab somebody that's done it, okay, or knows about it. Like if I was going to start, I'm going to guarantee you what's going to happen right now. There's two people going to ask about reloading shotgun shit, and if I ever get it, after I buy the house and I can do what I need to do, okay, and I get into doing the shotgun shit, I'm either going to talk to Rich Tactical Plumber or working class woodsman. Because it's wicked important that you don't go buy all your shit and then this isn't like science class and just like da 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 da, because you will kill yourself.
Right.
And others around you. I'm not even being dead. I'm not even joking around. I remember talking to Mr. Tolley and who else about this one time, and they told me it is, it's not like you're making, it's not like you're making a fucking bomb with what do you call it, but with C4 or something. But Jesus, you still got to take it easy and do it the right way. You still look like a teenager, Dish. Sorry, I choked on a piece of rice. Sorry. No, I just want to, I don't want people thinking they can go out and just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Don't get your ball peen hammer out and start banging bullets in the showcase.
Because I'll tell you what, my kid brother, he's got more brass than you know what to do with. He's probably got 4 or 5 fucking 5-gallon buckets of friggin' brass.
About 95 cents a pound.
I think that's what he does. He turns it in for the brass. So.
Yeah, I think it's like between 95 and $1.03 a pound for scrap. That's how I got the bucket of brass I just bought. I got 50 pounds for, I think I gave the guy, I don't know, 50 cents over scrap price or something like that. No, more than that.
Yes, I am.
I gave him $80 for 50 pounds. So he made some money. And I saved a bunch of money because I just seen a gun store had a 5-gallon bucket, which this was, for $140, which I think is a little steep.
So I said it sounds a little ouchy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rich. When you start to reload, what calibers are you going to be?
9 and 45 to start. I'm gonna have to get the dies for the 380 because my wife's pistol is 380.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said
and
that she's got the 380. Yeah.
she shoots a shit ton of friggin' ammo when we go. So,
Dude, does she? That's awesome, though.
So here's what I was told when it comes to price wise.
Yeah.
I was told you don't save a lot of money, but you shoot a hell of a lot more ammo.
Right on.
Because you're just making it. You
right.
Make it, you shoot it.
Well, what's really nice is you can fine-tune that recipe to shoot good in your pistol. You like I say, you experiment with 5 or 10 rounds of each and find out what shoots the best out of your pistol, and you'll find a little sweet spot. Yep. Next thing you know, that group they'll all be touching at 25 yards, and then that's your recipe.
Yeah. I also have a 42. I gotta check. I actually think I have the 40 dies too, but I only have one pistol that has 40.
Right.
And it's the M&P Compact in 40, and the reason I bought it in 40 is you can buy the 9mm conversion barrel, and then I figured at the range it'd be cheap to shoot it, you know,
Cheaper, yeah.
cheaper.
The
Although
magic word.
I saw her in chat last night. The guy was saying, so you know what it was? It was um, Larry Vickers from Vickers Tactical, and he said 40 caliber is dead. He said he knows shops that are selling it below their cost just to get rid of it, which I
Right
Really?
hadn't
on.
seen. Yeah.
Where's he from?
I'm not sure.
Because I
You know
haven't
what I'm talking
seen.
about, right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen that up this way.
No, I haven't either.
I mean, I don't. I'm going to Vermont tomorrow, so I can't. I can't. I won't be able to go to New Hampshire and look. But when I get home on Sunday, I will.
You might be able to look right in Vermont at a Walmart or something.
Oh fuck no! I can go to. That's right too. I can go to the
I mean, I know
downtown.
down here, Walmart.
Yeah.
Like I said, my Walmart locally, it's like $23 for 100 rounds of 9, and it's like 31 for 40.
Wow.
That's the Winchester white box.
Right.
What are they running here? They're having a sale on
Cut.
Remingtons, I think, like 10 something for 50 rounds in 9mm.
Okay.
Hey, Knife Tex, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. V Borg, good to see you, sir. Car Carrier says, when the FBI decided to go back to 9mm, everyone turned on the 40.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I've been
was
hearing.
That was
I've
my
been
first
hearing-
pistol. I won't get rid of it though.
Right on. No, it does what it does, but I've been hearing dribbles of information that the 9mm is actually starting to outperform the 40. So
Yeah.
weren't the cops carrying 40s
yeah, for
at
a
one
while.
time?
Yep.
They still are around here. A lot of them. They carry a lot of them carry the Glock 22s, and
Yeah.
actually the state police carry 45. They carry the M&P 45s. All the stadies.
Yep. Yeah, a buddy of mine's a Stadian. He, I won't get into that, just in case, but. Knife Tech says, I am the Eggman.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Right. No, but I just, especially because, the reason I'm asking about all the reloading, right, is because, like Rich just said, right? Well, he said a little while ago, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
Nope.
Right on.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying the sky's falling and the world's going to end bullshit. But you don't know what's going to happen. And, hey, we talked about this 2 weeks ago, whatever the hell it was, and you got to prepare for it. So, prepping just ain't for food and fucking water.
Right. Well, I might be able to trade a bucket of bullets for a gallon of water. You never know.
Exactly. But you know what I mean? No, but you know what I'm saying? Because if that douchebag gets in, you fucking know
Yep.
that it's going to get worse than it is now with ammo and everything else. So, it is.
No, the douche from our state's going to be on the Supreme Court if she gets in.
Yeah. I hope I can't say that live, can I?
What?
All
You
right.
can't?
Well, I was going to say something, but if I say something, and it can be held against me in a court of law. I just look. I don't care what side of the fence people are. are in. Okay. Maybe I'm just naive because it's like with shit like this, you should be able to see the other person. Um, will you knock it off? Jesus H. You should be able to see the other person's point of view. And this bitch from Massachusetts, she sees nothing but she's just tunnel vision. She's just
Right.
and
Well, she has her own agenda, so
well, yeah, but
she's
still,
driven.
even still, she should know. It's like if she's not wigged out by the friggin' state troopers carrying guns and she's all around all fucking day long, okay, and every cop she's ever seen in a courtroom and everything else, look, are you going to sit there and tell me just because they're wearing a badge that means they're safe? So, so a guy like you or I or anybody else out there or a girl like, whatever, it doesn't mean we're out to fight. I don't know. She thinks that she she's the type of bitch that would say, yep, no more gun sales in the state of Massachusetts unless it's a shotgun to go hunting. And that's just how this bitch is. You know what I mean? She is just miserable.
I've heard stories of police that as soon as they get off duty, they don't look at a gun, they don't touch a gun.
Yeah.
They want nothing to do with it.
I know up here that, and I know there's still a few towns left too, but there's a few towns around that cops don't have their license to carries up here. Okay. So they don't need one as long as it's for work.
Well, they don't need one anyways. They can carry in all 50 states.
They can carry on their credentials. I get that part. But what they're doing now is they're making them go get their LTL, their LTCs.
Yep.
What the hell for?
Because they I don't know why, they're just making them do it. You can't get a fucking job working armed guard without having an LTC.
Right.
Why the fuck should you be a cop without one?
Because why should they spend the money if they don't need to? I mean,
no, but I'm just saying
think of the money. I don't know. I got a couple buddies that are cops, and I know they got their LTCs. And
yeah, my brother's got his.
My buddy, one of my closest friends, he's a plumber too, and he's a auxiliary, well, like a reserve cop. No matter where he goes, doesn't matter where he goes, he has a pistol on him at all times.
Well, my brother carries a lot. Not as much as a lot of people, but he carries a lot. And, well, it's with him all the time anyways. It's always in his fucking... It's either on his body or in his truck.
Yeah.
But... And I wish more people would do that. I wish more people would go out and get their... But, oh, I'm afraid of guns. Oh, guns are dangerous. Da-da-da-da, bullshit,
Listen, I've said it before. My wife was dead set against guns.
So am
Never
I.
going to have one in this house. Never, never. And
now
I made her sit in the truck. Yeah, I made her sit in the truck when I looked at a job, and it was the crack-infested area, out of there. I'm like, I came out to the truck. I said, "What's the matter? You don't like my world, do you?" She's like, "No, you can go get your license now," she said.
Yeah, now she shoots more ammo than you do, don't she?
She does. Yep.
But that's awesome, though. My wife's the same way. Like when I went hunting, you're not bringing deer in my house, just not going to my freezer. Guess what?
I can't get it. She has an LTC. I can't get her to carry though.
Right.
She's still afraid of it. She likes to go shoot, but she's just not comfortable to
Now,
leave the
does she
house with a pistol in her
if
and
if you're not
what's
at
that?
home, does she have it at her ready?
She has it in the safe. It's not far by. It's ready to go if
Right.
she needs it.
If she needs it.
She can go get it.
Well, that's good. But I mean, at least you know what I mean.
But
Yeah,
the way she
You never
looks
know.
at it is if she leaves the house, typically it's with me, and she's like,
Right.
"Why do I need to carry it? You have yours," because I don't leave the house without one.
Right.
Sometimes
Well,
too.
that's the area of Massachusetts that you people live in. Is it's not like
Yeah.
I'm just breaking your balls, bro.
Though, if you
Come up here to
came
Lowell.
to where I live in the woods,
Yeah.
and it's quiet here. And I tell people I live in Southbridge, Massachusetts. They're like, "Oh my God, you live there? That's like heroin capital of Central Mass." I'm like, "Not where I live."
No, Gardner and Gardner's getting up there too. And
Fitchburg, another good one.
Pittsburgh, Leominster. Um, those ones right off Route 2, North Central.
Oh yeah.
Dish, really? Really? So, Saint, I sent you an invite. You don't want to come in. I sent Dish an invite. You ain't coming in now, anyways. Oh, NH, let her go. It's all right. It's just another person that didn't read the report and read how, science proved that the guy didn't do nothing wrong. Don't worry about it. It's all good. What the hell was I just gonna say?
I don't know. She got you all flustered talking about Tom Brady.
Oh, she does that. Well, it just gets me flustered, anyways. I'll be talking about something, and she'll just be like, "So, Mike," and I'll be like, "Oh shit," and you know what I mean? Hey, NH, we'll be here. So,
Take care, buddy.
good seeing you.
See you.
Shocker, Saint, you're eating. Yeah. So if you guys are out there and you want to learn about reloading, find somebody that's done it, or does it, or whatever, and jump in his or her back pocket and go from there.
Yeah, then get their information, then ask somebody else to see if it kind of jives. Because I've seen some guys been doing it for years wrong, and it's kind of scary. That's my recipe. That's the way I'm doing it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing too. It's gotta be done. And the thing is that you take somebody new, they don't know if it's right or wrong.
Right.
Like, I'll use Rich as an example, all right? I'm not saying Rich would do this, obviously, but I'm just saying that, so let's say Rich does it one way, right? And then he teaches me that way, and then I bump into whoever, right? And they're like, why the fuck do you do that? And I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right on.
Yeah.
but you know what
there's
I mean?
there's always
using
10
Steven.
different ways to do it.
Well, yeah,
The,
here's what I think, and you're right. There is 10 ways to do anything in this world. But for this subject, I'm thinking this: if everything goes, it cycles right, yada yada yada, you got a decent group, and like Steve said earlier, you got a decent group in 30-something yards or whatever. I mean, what else more can you ask for?
Right on.
But obviously, most important, I would assume I would safely assume most important thing is that everything's cycling correctly. Okay, am I right on that, guys?
Always check your powder.
that's
Right?
what I was going to say. That's the big thing to have a scale, no matter if you've got, like a Dillon or something that's pretty precise. Every few rounds, they say you need to be checking to make sure that the weights are staying true.
Yeah. I've had really good luck with my Dillon being consistent. The most important thing about powder is to make sure it went into the shell casing, because the number one screw up, and everybody does it at least once, is to get a shell casing with a bullet on top and a primer with no powder, and when you shoot that, all you get is a pop, and chances are that slug's going to get stuck in your barrel. And if you're not paying attention and put another one behind it with full power, big trouble's going to be happening. So the number one thing is check every shell that comes through that reloader and make sure the powder is in the casing. Matter of fact, they even got 4 stagers where you can get there's a little pin that goes down in there that checks it, has a little light and a buzzer on it.
Okay,
So if there's no powder, it'll buzz.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the progressive ones, you can get a rig to do a powder checker like that.
See, now, I wish Tolly was here. No, don't take anything the wrong way. Oak Ridge Boys versus the Beach Boys cage match. I'll take the Beach Boys. Because he was actually really, he did a video on it in the whole 9, and it's kind of cool. Like I said, it's, you know, you guys know what you're doing.
Well, I wouldn't go that far yet.
Well,
I
you know what I'm saying.
got some
I mean,
theory on it, and I have the machine. Like I said, I just got to get started with it.
So my thing is, what do you now for a handgun? Would you make, like, let's say you make holds? Well, in Massachusetts they only holds 10. So let's say you make 10. Do you take them out, shoot them, see how you're doing, and then keep doing as you're doing them, or how do you? Because you don't want to go make, you don't want to go and reload, a fucking 300 fucking rounds if it's wrong, right?
Right.
So what do you do? Is it one magazine? Is it how many do you do before you?
I'll do 5 rounds, and I start at the bottom of the scale with my powder, because they give you, this is the lowest you can go, and this is the highest you can go. So anywhere in between there is good. Okay. And it varies from, I don't know, 5 grains to 10 grains. It'll go from, like, these are just numbers I'm throwing out there. It'll go from, you can load this rifle shell at 20 grains and it will be real slow, or you can go all the way up to 40 grains and it's going to be a firecracker. So what you want to do is about 5 rounds, you work your way up in the power factor. You don't have to go 1 grain at a time. You can skip a few, and when you're in the ballpark, right? And usually right around the upper middle of the range, you'll find the sweet spot for your rifle. And handgun the same way. So I'll load 100 rounds, but it'd be 20 different recipes. So it's a long day at the range, a lot of target switching. But I like that science part of it,
Hey, Dish. With all due respect.
So, I figured about 100 rounds, 5 rounds in each recipe, and then if you decide you want to go with a different powder, you got to start all over again and find that sweet spot. What you could do is get like 2 or 3 powders and load 5 rounds in each of that powder in the middle of the road range.
Yep.
And once you get to know your rifle, you kind of know when you're close, and then you tweak it and fine tune it.
So Knife Tech says he can't sight in his Glock 26 for shit. He said he's gonna ditch it and get a CZ. He said he's gonna ditch it and get a CZ.
Good move.
Excuse me.
And that's only because everybody picks on Glocks.
Yeah, well, Michelle ain't here, so you can say Glock, because if she was here and or out in the comments, you said Glock, she'd have a heart attack, and usually I jump all over fucking Big Glock Daddy.
Somebody talking shit about Glock?
Yeah, you know how I break Brandon's balls. You know, and I asked him if he went to Walmart to buy that and the whole nine, you know, in the toy section.
Good evening, everybody.
How you doing?
Gee, how you doing?
Good, brother. What's up, Steve? Brother Mikey, what's up, Richie Rich?
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
What do they get for CZs?
I got a pretty big range
Down
of
your-
price on those.
Yeah, and he's down in Texas, so I believe it's amazing how you can get, you know, you go across the country in the well, it's just like anything else, right? Gas prices, oil prices, right?
Right on.
Milk prices, all that bullshit. So I guess why not gun sales, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's amazing with guns how it is. So Knife Tech says he had 3 Glocks before, no problems. He had the G26 Gen 4 for 4 years. Can't never get it sighted in right.
Let me ask Knife Tech's a question real quick. Being that I'm a Glock head. I mean, I don't like Glock factory stock sights. Their sights suck. I mean, they're fucking shit. They're fucking monkey shit. I can't stand them. I always switch my sights out. I always get the True Glow night sights for all my Glocks. And I agree, the stock sights ain't worth a damn. I didn't know if he would try changing his sights. That's what most Glock owners do, is change their sights. I don't know if he's talking about his stock. He can.
Yeah, he has a
Trigicon.
Oh, Trigicon night sights.
Yeah, I know. Yep. I never heard of that. Someone couldn't sight in a Glock. I mean, and again, I have. I heard someone else said he can't shoot real good with a Glock. I don't think it's the gun. I just think, you know, I mean, it could be, but it's not the weapon, man. It's you. You know, you got to think. You know.
Well, let me ask you this.
One mind and any weapon, brother. Go ahead.
How come when? Oh, let me see. I did it when I got my FID. I did it with other guys that I went to ranges with or whatever. And I used their handguns.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I shooting better with a handgun than I am a fucking rifle?
Don't question it. Just go with it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the G26 either.
He's qualified marksman in the Navy, so he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Brother? Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Good night, Mickey's mouth. Thanks for coming.
That's weird. That's just weird.
So you put the full silhouette, human silhouette target up, and they're all like that, okay, with no problem.
How off are you, Mikey?
You put. Oh, I'm not off by much. You know.
Right. I mean, are you getting paper? Are you on paper or?
Yeah, paper, cardboard, whatever. Either way, but it's still paper.
No, what I'm saying is, no. What I'm asking you is.
Oh, you mean am I on the paper? Yeah, no, I'm on the paper. Yeah. It's just.
Okay.
I'm off probably. I don't know. An inch.
That's what you said.
But
Mike, you can get that, brother. That you got to work at it, brother.
A lot of people telling me that it could be, and I talked about this before. I don't think it was on TR's chat. The placement of my finger on the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I was always. They told me to use. This is a dumbass thing to use as a trigger, but So that's the side view, okay? They instead of using that crack of your finger there, they're saying to use the very tip of your finger.
Is Mike talking about his crack again?
I never heard of that.
Yeah. And actually, Matt was telling me this. To use the pad of your fingertip, not the, not the crack of your finger there.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I have no problem in it. I mean, we were probably me and working class was we were probably 60 yards out, and after because we were sighting it in, so you're gonna be. And I walked the sumbitch right in. When I shot his 17 HMR, I think there was only 2 shots that were more than 2 inches away from the fucking center, or 3 inches away from the center. So, I mean, but the shotgun and the muzzleloader are different. Hey Brandon, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And yes, this is Glock Talk tonight, Brandon. So, I was just saying how I used to shit all over you for owning a Glock, and you obviously know that I could give 2 shits less what kind of gun you have, because whatever gun you have in your hand that works at the time you need it is the best gun you can have, right?
Right.
Hey P NASCAR, what's going on?
That's for sure.
I knew a guy. I used to work with a guy when I was doing forms, and he carried a 380, and people would laugh at him. Oh, you're carrying a fucking 380.
Hey man, I was talking to my chat the other night. It's I get tired of fucking people bashing people for what they got and this and that. Somebody went and got a high point last week and somebody dogged him. I'm like, dude, why are you dogging him? At least he got a gun. What do you got?
Yeah.
Nothing. There ain't nothing wrong with the fucking. I had hold on. I had 2 high points, and the only reason why I sold them is because they, a couple of guys really, really wanted a gun and they didn't have anything. And every time I racked that fucker, that bitch shot. Every time. I had no problems with my high points. Doesn't matter what you have, as long as you got something, man. Maybe someone just doesn't have enough money to buy the SIGs and the Glocks and the M&Ps. Maybe he bought something just to get over, to have something, and then saving his coin for something that you really want. But at least you're armed,
Hey, you know what I was always told? Any hole you weren't born with ain't a good hole.
That's right, brother. That's right. At least you got something.
Knife Techs. That's an awesome gun, though. I'll tell you that. My brother owns one of those. That's the one he carries. The LC9s. Love those. Great carry gun, I don't have to tell you. You know you had one, so.
Knife Techs, I wasn't calling you dumb, buddy. I was just saying it's dumb to sell a Glock 19, buddy. Don't take it personal. Damn.
Hey, P NASCARs.
See, I don't like Glock 19s. They pinch my hand.
Yeah, Rich and I were talking, and Mikey, last week we were talking about this. Glock 19s, man, is just that's the golden jewel, man.
Sure is.
That's something you don't fucking get away, man. We all do dumb things, I've gotten rid of some shit that I shouldn't have, and I was dumb for doing it, but.
Right.
You can always get it back.
Right on, Knife Tech. Knife Tech said he never dogs anybody for what gun or knife they have. He said man. Cheap and pricey guns and knives. You know what? Right. I don't either. It's just, like I said.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work for you, like I don't like the G19 because it pinches right in the web of my hand. It pinches it.
Does it?
Exactly.
Yeah, so the 17 works a lot better for me.
There you go.
Whatever works for you.
Exactly.
It's you know. Thanks, V-Boy. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Brother V-Boy.
Take care, man.
You know what I mean? Whatever works is again, it's...
Brother Saint. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, G?
What's up, brother?
Tactical plumber.
How you doing, Saint?
Sam, what's going on? Anything good?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out shooting tomorrow, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna take with you?
I gotta get up at the ass crack of dawn because I'm going way out into the mountains on a fire road. So but it's a choice spot because with the Department of Natural Resources land, you have to be a football field away from roads to shoot. And at this spot, there's a nice dirt road that goes to a tree cut. And so you can get right out of your vehicle and just set up a table right there and shoot. You don't have to be lugging stuff through woods or anything.
Nice.
So it's a really choice spot, and it's nice. It's all soft stuff. It's a large hemlock pine tree cut, so it's just going in the stumps and stuff. So it's nice soft ground, all the roots. So it's in the summer when you go up in the mountains, it's a little bit cooler, so you can get away from the heat.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to get up there early because the spots fill quick. It's going to be a real nice weekend, so I want to assure myself a good spot. So going to get up early.
Cool.
That's why I love living in the country, man. I wake up, rack up my mags, have my coffee, go to the table, just pluck away all day.
Right on.
Is that inside or outside?
But I've been good.
Are you inside? Are you shooting inside or outside?
Oh no, this is way outside, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, see, that's why I love where I hung up in Maine.
Yeah.
Because you're walking out, it's just at dusk.
Yeah.
And especially the places where we go so like when we're finally towards almost where the cars are, that's where the pit is, and that's where they do all the skeet shooting and all that. And when you're the only one in, like we were leaving one night, and I said to my buddies, I could hit that chair up there on the hill, He's like, fuck you, you could. He said, that thing's like 250 away. You ain't hitting that with your shotgun. So we're walking down the hill. I'm like, I'm telling you, I can hit that fucking thing. He said, you hit it with my 308. I said, all right. So now I'm like, oh, motherfucker, I missed this. It's all over. So it's a folding chair, right? Regular steel folding chair. And I hit the fucking thing.
How far out was it?
Oh, I was a couple hundred yards out.
And what were you shooting?
308.
Nice. What type of rifle?
But it was. I'll tell you what, though. Like, I really wanted to take a whack at it with the Mossberg, but...
What kind of rifle are you shooting, Mikey? 308. What kind of rifle?
I have no idea. All I know is he has a 308.
Oh.
He doesn't even let anybody, look at it, touch it.
Yeah.
I was the first one to fucking... Well, not the first one. His dad does it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not ever going to make fun of you knife techs. I've shot those. I love them. Love them. Knife tech says, don't make fun, but I'm also wanting a Beretta PX4 Storm. Me too.
Yeah, I wanted one of those.
That's gonna be my first. That's gonna be when I get my LTC. That's gonna be my first fucking gun purchase.
Yeah, I wanted one of those for about a week.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm not a big Beretta fan at all. I bought an ARX 100. My dumbass sold it. Shouldn't have. It was a nice 22 rifle.
I like the Berettas.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. I mean, I like the rifles. I just don't like their pistols.
Michelle's Nano's kind of cool looking too.
Yeah, definitely funny looking. That's for sure.
Wow, Knife Techs. I wish NH Jappa was with us. I think he owns one of those. Am I not right, Steve?
You know, I don't know if he has a 357 or not.
I think he does. I think that's the Blackhawk 357 he had that he was showing us.
That's a fun one.
Seems like I remember him saying something about convertible.
Yep. Oh, Dish, you shot the Nano, right?
What's that?
Dish said that Nano was powerful, and I remember that I think she shot the Nano when she was down with Michelle, and they went out and so you guys shot what? You shot the
Is it smaller than an LC9?
what?
That Nano?
I think it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're kind of fat. Nano's kind of fat, kind of weird looking.
No, I don't think so. I think the LC9 is.
No, I'm not talking about the LC9. I was talking about the Nano.
Nano's fatter, right? Yeah.
Is it really? I thought the LC9 was bigger than a Nano. Yeah, you sold it for a Glock, didn't you, Brandon?
Good move. Good move.
But yeah, so you know what else I love too? I gotta tell you, you guys can make fun of me all you want. I love when you being at the range and just letting them ride, and I don't know, it's almost like a relaxing type thing, or am I just a?
I agree.
I just did that last week with my AR for the first time. Man, I had a riot.
Really? You trying to break my balls? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Sorry, Mike.
Right.
But it was a riot. I can't lie. And I got another guy hooked on AR, so he's shopping right now. So that was the best thing about it.
It's all right.
Well, I will tell you this, Smith.
Lost your brother.
500,000 to the fund to fight Star Raid this week. And Smith and Wesson stepped up five to the plate. They sponsored $500,000 to fight the AG.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love Smith & Wesson.
I do now more than ever.
Oh, I love them. They're good. Yeah. Good.
My brother-in-law just bought an S&W 22.
Yep, I got one. 1522. They're nice.
Yeah, he likes it.
Oh, they're fun.
He's like, I put about 400 rounds to it already. He goes. He's like, he absolutely loves it. He's the brother-in-law I'm going to see tomorrow. Him and my sister. I got a graduation party. And
yeah.
I'll figure out a place to go take that thing and go have fun with it.
And by the way, Dish said the Nano is bigger than the LC9S.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was. Well, thank you, Dish. Knife Tech's the SIG P226.
That's a beast. That's a beast.
Evidently, size does matter.
I don't know. I'd still like to have that LC9 though, but I'll tell you what, that Beretta is probably what I would buy. Obviously, it's larger and everything, but still, I don't care.
Make your first gun the best gun because that's the one that stays dear to your heart.
I shot one a few times up in Manchester, and I don't know. It fit right. It I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. But
of course, kind of every gun I buy is dear to my heart.
Right.
I don't think I've ever gotten rid of one. Yeah, I just bought that Mossberg 500.
No, didn't you just buy a sidearm?
Nope, it was a while back.
Yep, I haven't got rid of any of mine yet, but I would consider getting rid of one of them, maybe.
What do you mean,
See,
getting rid of what?
maybe.
If I had one, there is one gun that I might get rid of if I had to.
Is it a handgun or a rifle, a shotgun? What is it?
Yeah, it's a handgun. It's the Springfield 5.25 competition shooter.
Well,
I use it when I do the IDPA shooting at the Action Pistol League night.
right.
That kind of stuff that Is Your Six cover does, with the timer and everything.
Right.
And it's just speed, and we're just regular guys. There's a couple of people there. They got like the spandex on with all the sponsors, and then there's just some old timers dusting off their their revolver or something. So it's a nice mix of characters there, and it's a relaxed and safe group.
Cool.
Yeah, guy's got one for sale at work, a race gun. I
thought you might have had it. I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
38 Super, I think. He wants to unload.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cool guns doing that.
I thought you were gonna get rid of. I thought you said you were gonna get rid of a long gun. I was like, well, wait a minute.
But what I really like about that XD though is right on the side of the box it says this gun is illegal in the state of California, including its high capacity magazine. So it's just not even a magazine issue. The gun itself is illegal in the state of California. For that reason alone, I love it.
Hey, Knife Jacks, have fun with that, and thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate it. Much appreciated.
Brother, NASCAR got some cool ass guns. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
He does.
I'm trying to get into his will.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Saint, you got me all excited because I was gonna tell you I know where you can mail that fucking gun to.
Right on.
You know. Did we just lose Saint?
Yep.
There you are. Yeah, you got me all excited. See, now you bummed me out. Probably can't have that handgun in Massachusetts anyways.
What are you gonna fucking leave us and go rub one out too? Steal some scrapple for tomorrow's breakfast? Your boys got eggs and you got some scrapple. There you go. You guys can fucking meet and have a little fucking breakfast buffet.
It just got gross.
Yeah, there was a vision there that I didn't really need to.
Oh, Mike, I didn't want you to start dreaming, brother. Come on now, I was just joking.
Stop it now. Wait, see, fucking Southerners are all alike.
Hey, we're not Southerners, baby. We're Northerners.
No, you're Southerners. Are you south of me? Are you south of me? You're a fucking Southerner.
Yeah.
He's winter's dreaming on such a summer's day.
Mikey D, you still putting them hours in, brother? What's going on? Where you been on vacation?
I'm still killing myself.
Gotta take it easy once in a while, brother.
I know. I got told that last night, but I don't know. Gee.
Gotta charge up your battery, brother.
Trying to getting ready.
Where are you going?
Well, we don't have to move until we find something now, but I still have the wife has boxes full of shit everywhere. So.
Oh boy, I can't stand moving, dude. That's like one of my least favorite things to do.
Right on.
It's terrible.
I can't stand it.
That's right up to it. Fucking painting.
Yeah.
Well,
at least painting you can shut off your brain and just daydream while you're doing it.
Right.
And depending on your move, you might be doing both.
Right.
Fucking car carrier boxes, you say? Oh. Yeah,
you gonna be moving far? Or
no, same town.
Okay.
But
That's easy. That's a lot easier when it's close and you're not going far.
I'd rather move 2 miles that way
Right.
and move to New Hampshire, but that ain't gonna happen.
Your kids won't be in the same school district, right? Yeah.
Right.
That's in the town, Mike. You could just their address and live in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm thinking on doing that.
Make sure it's a vocational school. Then you can kind of get away with that.
Well, I got one in private school anyways, and she can still go to that one because my wife works at it. And I got another one that wants to go to charter school, so. Just because you couldn't talk with your friend, don't get pissy with me. Capiche, huh?
Capiche.
I mean, if we were talking 3 miles, for me, I'd be in New Hampshire.
Yeah, dude, literally, I'm closer than 3 miles. It's disgusting how close I am.
Almost smell the freedom.
Exactly, but I know where Drake it is. So.
Yeah, right. You know where Ulol is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right across the right over the river.
Yep.
And New Hampshire's gun laws are what, much better than Massachusetts?
Fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah! I mean, I can go to New Hampshire tomorrow and become a New Hampshire resident, and I'll have my fucking LTC up there with no problem.
Yeah.
You can get.
And I can.
The carry in.
Yeah.
Open carry? Is it open carry?
Well, I would.
And it is open carry too.
Yeah, it's open carry up there. You have to file for a concealment permit up there. I can't get a concealment permit up there. However, see now, here's the thing, like, because I'm on the border of Massachusetts, then I'll be able to get one for Mass, and Mass you can only conceal, then I'll be able to conceal because I'll be in Massachusetts, so I win. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you do like Keene then or something like that?
Fuck no. Keene's way away from me. I'm about fucking 90 miles east of Keene.
Oh, so you're a lot closer to the water then.
No, yeah, I'm in the northeast, but if you know where the Boston is on a Massachusetts map, draw a straight line to the New Hampshire border, and that's about where I am.
You're not east of 95, are you?
No, I'm west of 95. And west of 93, too, technically.
Because Boston, you got the spokes right there. What was that, 395 that goes...
No,
that's usually what I would do. I would use that outer spoke because I was going to Connecticut.
No, 495.
I was heading over towards 91.
495 and 393 down. 393 is through Connecticut.
Yeah.
And 295.
He's talking 395, like going down towards when you get out of Worcester. 290 turns into 395.
290 turns into 395, and then it's only for about 11 miles because then it goes to Webster, Mass, and then from Webster, Mass, it goes to Thomasville, Connecticut, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like smokes on a tire, and it just radiates around Boston. It's got all these.
Is Boston really fucked up driving there, Mikey, like everyone says? Is it really, really bad?
Yes.
Because people say Boston's like, I mean, I used to drive in New York City all the time, you know, but...
Yeah, because it's
gritty. Yeah, D.C., New York, Baltimore, that's me, you know, but they say Boston is another world.
Isn't the roundabout from Boston?
Gee.
But they say it's so fucked up, because they say it's fucked up. They don't know how to drive, and it's fucking bad.
Gee, without exaggeration, right? They fucked it up years ago, and there's no turning it around now. They can try. They can put a Band-Aid on a fucking...
No, I heard...
lipstick on a pig. It's still ain't gonna be. It's still gonna be a pig. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep. I heard the same thing, brother.
And the problem is that when you're going, let's say I'm going southbound on Route 93, okay?
Right.
And I'm gonna go down to Cape Cod, and so I'm gonna jump to Route 3 and hit the Cape, okay? Prior to me jumping to Route 3, if you fuck up, right, and let's say, well, let's just say you miss. Let's just say you weren't going to the Cape. Let's just say you were going somewhere and you missed your exit, okay? So it isn't like New York or anything like that. We can jump off, turn right around, and come back. All right. When you fuck up an exit like that, without exaggeration, you're looking at, especially during the the height of traffic.
Right.
You're looking at close to 35, 40 minutes to go like fucking 8, 9, 10 miles.
Damn.
If you fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like New York, man. New York is fucked up too.
Oh, you got off the wrong exit on the roundabout?
New York is fucked up, brother.
New York. I love driving New York.
Well, same here, but I'm just saying, for the motherfuckers that don't know, New York and blah, 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 you fucking make one bad exit, Mikey, they're fucking hour and a half.
But
fucked.
If you're leaving Boston and you take Route 1, you go over there's a bridge called the Tobin Bridge. You go over that bridge and you take Route 1 out, okay, that Route 1, it's the U.S. Route 1. And you can go the coastline that way. That's only a 2-lane highway, sometimes 3, sometimes 1. And you can get off that.
That's Route 1A. Route 1A is 1 lane.
You can get off that. Well, 1A is 2 lanes sometimes. But you can get off that, but Route 93, you're fucked.
Yep.
Especially anywhere downtown near Boston. Right through, because it goes right through the city of Boston. It's fucking nasty. So then, like I say, you get off an exit and you go right thinking you're going to be able to. Yeah, well, you're not, because if you go right, and then you might have to travel fucking 6 miles, 5 miles, and take another right just to get back where you're from, But anyway. That's about enough Boston traffic, because I hate it. I get paid to drive in it, but I still hate it.
I don't blame you.
I heard during the big dig you could see the orange from space.
Yeah, the big dig. Hey, Burnout, nice to see you. Thanks. Was I not supposed to say that? Right on, Dish.
The real Cobra Burnout.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's alright. Even after that comment.
Someone is salty.
Yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get
Mr. Peanut.
Get my citizenship in fucking New Hampshire and then just carry in Mass. Call it a day.
Always blindfold the wife and just drive around a while and just sneak across the border and put her in a house. Maybe she wouldn't know.
Nah, she'd know. She'd know. Hopefully it'll change.
So, happy birthday, Dish. I'm sorry I didn't get out to you. I wasn't on. How did birthday bash go for Dish?
It went good. We enjoyed having her 46th birthday on Jamie time that night.
46.
It was nice.
God bless it, my girl's getting old.
46.
Holy shit.
She's fucking getting up there.
I thought you told me it was 51. She was like 48. 48, you said.
No, she's 46.
Oh, 46. Anytime dish to dish. Damn, I mean, she looks like she's early 30s at least, right, Mikey?
Right.
Or what do you?
Yeah, soul from hell. What? I'm sorry. I apologize. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, thanks, G-Man, because I wasn't supposed to give out her age, and I slipped.
I just said I
at the
think
tongue.
she looks like she's in the 30s. I know you said she looks like what in the mid 40s. You said, but you know,
No,
who's counting?
it's not like she looks. She is. She's 46, 47 years old.
Right. I'm just saying she looks like she's in her mid. She looks like she's in her early 30s. You know, I'm just trying to give her.
No, Michelle. No, Michelle's in her early 30s. Like Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's only like 35 or something.
No.
Yeah.
You told me she was
Have
42.
you seen? No, Michelle's like in her 30s, like 35 or something.
I thought you said she was in her 40s.
No. Michelle? Hell no. But what's his name is getting old too.
Who's that, brother?
My
Uncle
buddy.
Cal?
Oh yeah.
What are you picking on Uncle Cal for? Uncle Cal's a good dude. What do you think about Uncle? I legit, you made my ass roll.
He's
not
like 30,
last week,
he's like
but
34 now.
Yeah, I think the week before, dude, you had me fucking rolling, dude. You and Stump and Uncle Cal, and you were just getting on his ass like fucking bees on honey, man.
I told him,
my lord, I was laughing my ass off.
Josh is he's a cool dude, and I never would have said half the stuff I said if I didn't think that he would. You know what I mean? Like
he said, right, if you didn't like him, if you didn't like him, you wouldn't give him time or day. But I just didn't know.
I mean, he took a lot of stuff. I mean, I was saying shit to him like, Chaparral, if I was out there, I'd cut a hole in your tires. She'd be like this, and, it'd be like a speed bump every other turn. But
no, I like when you tease him about Michelle because that's what really gets him.
I thought you owed him some beef jerky, Mikey.
No, I don't. And real Cobra Burnout, he's just being funny because Uncle Cow weaseled a knife out of me. But he says that I did say it, so I do trust him. I still haven't found the Jamie time where I said I'd get him one, but.
Oh, I thought you owed him a knife or something.
Yeah, that's what he said. So I did.
What
I bought him a knife.
I bought him
I just bought him more a companion.
Oh, nice.
But
does he already have it? Did he get it?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was nice of you.
And Dish, why am I dead? What did I do wrong?
Uh-oh.
What did I do wrong? Dish, are you gonna sit here, Dish, and tell me you're not older than Michelle? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Where does Brother Stump at?
I don't know. I sent Stump an invite. Again, I sent Stump an invite. Saint takes a sweet ass time, like he's like some prima donna. Like I'll get there when I want to be.
Every other day, at least. You're not old, Dish. You're just a little bit more mature, baby.
I sent Stump mature. Although I haven't even seen Stump on the Facebook thingamabob.
Blog Daddy said you're
the of course the girls got invites. Probably we're not talking politics.
No, I did. I invited Dish. Michelle said she was busy. I thought so, so I didn't. But I invited Dish. She doesn't like us. That's okay.
Right.
You know.
Maybe like sorry.
It's all good. Thanks, Cobra. No, Uncle Cal's a really cool dude. And the difference between Uncle Cal and Michelle is he'll actually use it. So,
So I got a question for the panel.
All right.
I'm new to sharpening knives, so do you guys have any recommendations? I picked something up and I wanted to maybe do product review or something on it, but it had really good reviews on Amazon. But
what did you get?
Dude, it's a triple wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got 3 on it. You know, it's got the coarse, medium, and fine.
Yep.
It's just revolving wheel. It's already set up on a rubber base, so it's not going to slip.
Right.
Comes with oil, and it's even got a little knife guide, so it'll hold it at the proper kind of angle.
Yep.
So, but just like doing it regular. I mean, I remember sharpening knives when I was 14 and stuff.
Sure.
But
thanks, Warlord,
I mean,
1999.
any sophisticated, cool like tricks or something, or recommendations that you guys have?
Yeah, I like the Spyderco sharpening system myself. They said that one's the best for your buck. It's like $100, might be less now. That's real good.
I mean,
for the money, I think that's the best.
Yeah, for the money. But I mean, if you're just keeping a sharp knife sharp, you know what I mean. You're not as to use a stump saying. You know, are you looking to shave the hair off a frog's ass, or I mean?
No,
nice,
just
man. All my
You're
knives
just
general utility.
If your knife doesn't
Cut open boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
If your knife doesn't shave the arms, if your knife doesn't shave the hair off your arms, then that knife ain't sharp. That's all my knives can shave my arms here.
Look,
I'm just saying.
Use what you have there. Here's my opinion. You use what you have there, and you'll see it. You'll see how sharp you can get it, and do. Obviously, there's an instruction on it, so.
I'm used to hand sharpening it.
Yeah.
This thing comes with a little holder.
Yeah.
They got holders now, so.
Well, from what I've been told, you can't go wrong with Smiths. So
it was fuzz fork, and then we keep changing. But I wouldn't lie to you, it was.
Check out that Spyderco system, Saint. You won't be disappointed. You can ask Fat Man and everything.
Well, this was a good general system. It's like a beginner thing, and it's got everything I need.
Oh,
put it in the internal. Put the link in the internal.
Actually,
put the link in the internal, Saint. I want to see it.
Cockary actually beat me to the punch. He said, practice with some cheap knives. It's about keeping the angle consistent.
Yep.
All right, but obviously he's 100% right. But
absolutely. That car's 100,000,000% right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen to what Carr said. That's exactly what I did.
No, I don't know what G and double K. I don't know what G and double K and everybody else do, but when I'm sharpening mine, I'll actually count. So if I go down, if I go down 8 times this way, I'm gonna go 8 times the other. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I'm just.
Yeah. I'm the same way, man. You gotta be consistent.
What's that, Groove?
That's exactly how I did too.
Yep. Yep. Oh, car carrier. I never heard of doing that.
Yep.
So Saint, car carrier says you can color the bevel with a Sharpie, and then you can see the material you're actually removing.
Yep.
That's an awesome tip. I never heard of doing that.
No doubt.
Me either. That's awesome.
Carrier is like me, man. He's a nice knife junkie, man. He knows what he's talking about. He's got good taste in knives too.
Yeah, he does. I'm gonna have to try that myself, Mr. Car Carrier.
Yeah, that's my problem with sharpening knives. I'm not consistent.
Hey, Absorbed, how you doing? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna show Carr the next knife
Mr.
I'm gonna
Mike,
buy.
how you been?
All right. So I threw the link up there. I don't know because I can't really paste it, so you obviously got to put the www in front of that first.
That's cool.
Right.
But it's a Smith's.
Okay. Yeah, Smith is good.
Real Cobra burnout. What's the proper angle for knife sharpening, or does it depend on the blade?
It's a Tri-6 Arkansas Tri-Hone sharpening stone system. It's 2184. So give it a shot. See how it is.
Sure.
G.
Give me 1 second.
Dish upgraded your link.
Yep. Thank you, Dish.
Now it turns blue and everything.
Nice. We need someone with a wrench.
Actually, Fuzz Fork. I carry. By the way, nobody answered Real Cobra Burnout's question. He said, "What's the proper angle for knife sharpening, or does it depend on the blade?" Actually, Cobb hit it again, 21 degrees. I thought it was more like 25, but I'm with you. Fuzz, I bought a little cheap $30 knife sharpener. It's coarse on one and smooth on the other. I think I bought it. Did I buy it at a nice show? I don't know. But it's only about this big. Comes in a little plastic case on its own. Weighs little to nothing. And it's in my backpack.
So if you run your skill saw at 21 degrees, does the blade sharpen itself?
Man, you come up with some ideas. I'd hate to be inside your head.
I tell you.
All right, so Double K's answer is a survival knife is around 25 degrees. And anything else, depending on the knife, is like 21. Okay? And Mike's pretty much there too, 17 to 21. STL Tony, how the hell you been? You got my number off the bathroom wall. Frankie, how you doing? Mormon survival to prepare. Harvest more wives, right on. Yeah, so a lot of the, I believe, if I'm correct, yeah, I think I am going to be correct on this. Stump uses a stone, I believe.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like there's these Japanese stones that are like super fine grit.
Hey BG, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
I use those water stones at work on my chisels.
You ready? In your search bar for YouTube, right? Put knife sharpening on car window and watch that video.
Right.
Right.
Guy opens his car window, Saint, right? Rolls it down, whatever. He sharpens his knife on his window.
I've actually tried that. It does work.
Mikey, what Saint showed is stones. It is? No. Saint, you have stones?
Yeah, so it's three of them. So it's on a little stand, and it's just got the wheel and it rotates. So there's three different ones. You got the light, medium, and heavy course. It comes with a little bottle of oil, and it's got a built-in in the holder. There's also a little built-in to hold the knife at the proper angle
So
sharpen it.
You spent some money.
$21.
No, mine's $21. I didn't pay for that. Holy shit! I only got a little friggin'. Wow, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get really nice, great stones, and then you got to have some kind of device, or rubber or something, because if you're using oil, it's going to slip. So you have to have something to hold it, and so this had everything in a kit, and it's a Smith's.
Cool,
so gonna figure give it a try.
How are we doing tonight, winging it? Really, Dish? What's wrong with you?
She could have used the other word that really gets you mad.
Yeah. All right. We haven't done a poll in a while, so let's do a poll. All right, we're gonna do a poll out in the chat room. It's always fun to do. I did it one time before. Actually, I didn't do it. Johnny did it on his, but oh, that's good, Wing. Good to hear. Fuzz says he likes the India stones. Alright, we'll do it this way. I'll start it.
Yeah, I just don't got quartz and fine, Dish. I got 3 stones.
Freak.
Just gonna laugh her ass off on this one.
Depends what you're going for.
Hey, Tyler. Johnny and I had this discussion a while back.
Right.
Oh, G-Trap, are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna make fun of you more often than I can. Oh, we're gonna add G-Trapper. Ithaca,
I don't like Remington ammo.
I
never liked the UMC stuff.
I shot my first deal in an Ithaca.
See, Dish has got it. Depends what you're going to use it for.
Frank, you're like me, aren't you a mass guy? Right? You can't have a slingshot. Haha.
Yeah, but look what Remington's done to Savage. Right?
No, help me out.
I'm sorry, I just got back. What was the question?
Remington or Mossberg?
Remington. You talking about a shotgun?
Just in general.
What are we talking about?
Remington or Mossberg?
Remington.
All right. There you go.
Suck. I knew I didn't like you for a reason. Real Cobra Brown, the question was, what do you prefer, Mossberg or Remington?
That is going to be the next purchase, boys.
What's that?
It's in the internal. I'm a Spyderco freak. I'm going to show Carr. Me and Carr are fucking knife freaks, and I'm going to show him my next purchase. There you go, Carr. Oh, man.
Right on.
You're fucking mine.
Why? What's up, Brother Greg?
You know what? For a Spyderco, I'm going to be honest with you.
What's up, Ty?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. For a Spyderco, I don't even like the look of that.
Huh.
I don't like the look of the blade. I don't.
Well, hey.
I don't.
Everyone's got an opinion. Just like assholes. Everyone has one.
Right, Mr. Remington.
What's wrong with Remington 870? It's the best shotgun in the world. Ever.
No, it's
Ever.
not. Mossberg. Is you?
Mossberg? Are you kidding me?
No.
Mossberg? No, sir.
Would I kid you?
No, sir. You go out in the field and you go ask the boys what's the best. The smoothest action on any shotgun. Dude, I had Mossberg, I had Remingtons, I had Benellis, I had fucking Man, I've had a lot of them, dude. And I'll tell you, man, Remington 870 is the smoothest action. Dude, I had a Mossberg 500. I compared it. Mossberg, man, when you rack it, you hear a bunch of rattling, and you hear this, you hear that.
Oh,
the
stop.
fucking
No,
Remington, with a Remington, it's like fucking listening
stop.
to fucking.
No, it's not. You're not listening
like
to
Tony
the opera.
Bennett, like Tony Bennett, baby.
Oh,
I mean,
stop.
smooth.
Stop.
Tony Bennett.
Baby.
Let
Yes,
me
sir.
tell you something.
That's all true, but which one's going to keep working with a fistful of dirt in it?
Remington, there you go. Good question, Steve. Good point. Good point.
Mossberg is way a step above Remington.
Step above Remington.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come yeah.
Well, it's kind of like comparing an AR to an AK. You know?
No, it's not.
Mossberg doesn't have shit on a Remington 870 shot. No fucking way, dude. Just like the Winchester 1300s. Great. Just that it's very similar to a Remington. Mossberg is a great shotgun. Yes, it is. I like Mossberg's safety better than the Remington safety.
Love it.
I mean, I'm being honest. Hey, dude, you know me, Mikey. I don't fucking bullshit. Yes, I do agree that the safety is so much nicer in that thumb position than the fucking Remington's fucking trigger guard. I don't know why, but hey, but I will still take it because it's a better shotgun. It's smoother. It's a lot less. It's less quiet. It's not as rattly than like Mossberg's. When you shuck it, dude, it just you can tell, man. You can tell.
The only thing about the Mossberg that I have, the 500 I have, well, technically it's the 500A, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay.
Right.
The only thing I don't like on it is that it's not wood.
Well, you can change the stock.
Other than that, Misfit, how you been?
What's up, Fit?
Hey,
yeah, I
Greg
see
Campbell,
the same shit, Fit. He's right about that. He says he's seen a lot of trigger groups popping while they're fucking shooting those Mossbergs. They're weak. Very weak.
Hey, David, Misery, how are you?
That'll get changed out then.
I agree with fucking Misfit.
Other than that, right, I absolutely love my Mossberg. Absolutely love it.
Hey, I don't talk shit. I don't think it's a bad shotgun. I think Mossberg's the second best shotgun in the market. Maybe no, actually third. I mean, Benelli is Benelli, dude. Have you shot a Benelli before, Mikey?
No, I have not, but I've seen the prices.
Oh, it's like a Cadillac. It's like a Cadillac.
Oh, it is. It's the Cadillac to the shotguns.
But
it's like a Cadillac, brother.
You wouldn't want to throw it in the back of your pickup and go out driving around the field with it.
Oh, hell no.
I would rather have a Remington 870.
Right.
Remington 870. Yeah, Mossberg is a fucking...
Throw it in the back of the truck and go.
Yeah.
Why don't you just have one of each and be done with it?
And that's what I had. But I sold all my Mossbergs and kept my Remington 870. But yeah, dude, you're not gonna beat them up. They're both hell of a shotguns. They do what they need to do. Mossberg makes a great fucking product. So does Remington as far as shotguns, and you can't go wrong with either one.
You see that Mariner, that stainless steel look one?
Right.
That's pretty sweet.
It's what Stump carries, I think.
Yeah, it's Navy. Yeah, that's what they send out to the navies for the watermen, so it gets less rust. That's why they made those shotguns for the boys on the water.
Yeah.
And that's why they made those shotguns. Supposedly they're supposed to get less rust, yada yada yada, but yeah, they do look good. My buddy's got one, Saint. It's fucking the shiny one, and then he's got a like a rosewood stock on it. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's all right. I like the 1022 takedown. I picked one up for Remington's 25th year anniversary. Figure you get one.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one, Mikey, that I rattle everyone's nogger with this.
All right.
The best 1522, the best 22 rifle, obviously, and I'm not talking about bolt action like the Marlins. Marlins great. I'm talking automatic, semi-automatic. Smith & Wesson 1522 is by far the best 22 rifle on the market. I can't stand a 1022 fucking rifle. I can't stand those fuckers. Now I get a lot of shit, and I get a lot of shit for it because people, are you crazy, G? You can take it down, break it down, put it in your backpack. 1022 Ruger's been out there, and I get a lot of shit for it. But just like I get a lot of shit for hating on 1911s, I can't stand those motherfuckers. I can't stand them. But gee, I mean, the history I respect, of course, but as far as the pistol, I just don't like 1911s. Frankly, I would rather have a Stig or a Glock or a Smith & Wesson or a CZ or a fucking the new Canix. The new Canix I hear is really nice. FN, you know. But I'm just not a big fan of those 1022 Rugers. Can't stand them. You want a fun automatic, semi-automatic 22, go buy a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, and you'll have some fun. And get a 40-round mag for it. You'll even love it.
Yeah.
Get a coupler and make that fucker an 80-rounder.
Not up this way.
Yeah, that thing feeds everything, too.
I love my 1520.
It shoots everything.
Oh, it's awesome, Saint. It's so much fun. Just because I'm an AR guy, you know. I'm not an AK guy.
Well, with the 1022s, I've had a little bit of issues with those BX25 mags.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. Smith & Wesson puts out the best 25-round mags for 22. I mean, they're great. But if you look around, you can find a 40-round mag, and those are even more fun. Those things are awesome. Especially when you get a coupler and you make it a little zombie killer, make it an 80-rounder. Oh, now you're talking. That's just fun. You can't do that with a 1022, you know?
Yeah, did you see what I was holding up, G?
Oh, no, let me turn my... Hold on. Okay.
There you go, man.
Dude, that's what I got, dude. That looks just like it.
I got the Vortex Spitfire red and green dot.
Yeah, I had one of those. I gave it to Tactical Tony, though.
I picked it up right as they were releasing the Spitfire 2, so I got it for a real good price. $119. Usually
they're great.
$179.
Yeah, they're great scopes, bro. You'll love it. You're gonna love it.
Somebody was just saying something about back here in the comments about picking up a Mossberg used somewhere.
So much better than the fucking Mossberg 715
for 300.
that they have.
Let me tell you something.
Sucks.
Brand new.
Sucks.
Brand new with a scope on it. Okay, brand new. I bought my Mossberg for I think $295.
Here comes Maverick 88.
Oh God, I know, right? I know, right? That was a good one. Good old Maverick.
Misfit, how the hell are you?
Oh, just living, bro. How about yourself?
What up, Fit?
What's going on?
Going on, my brother.
Okay, so I gotta know, G, because you said you hated the 1022, but you didn't tell us why. So
I just don't like. I mean, I just don't like the. I just don't like how it feels. I just don't like. I'm an AR lover, and I just love the 1522 because of it's just like an AR. You know, the charging. I mean, everything is duplicate, and I love that rig. I just don't like the 1022. Is just I don't know, man. It's just not me. It's not for me. I just don't like them. Just don't like them.
See, as an AR,
I don't like the rig. I just don't like the frame. I don't like how they're built. I don't like how they shoot. I don't like how it feels. I just don't like it. Just like a 1911. Just don't like it.
let me try and let me try and sway you in just one single way. So you say you're an AR guy. You like ARs. And
You know that. You know that.
And the beauty of the AR is that it's modular. It's easy to swap any part out of an AR-15 on your tabletop. Well, that's also...
I run it with my eyes closed.
The beauty of a 1022, man. Because literally, you can swap a barrel out with 2 Allen keys. Any idiot can do anything on their kitchen table. Like, you can literally build a gun from a receiver.
Oh, I know they're good rifles. Oh, I know the 1022 is a hell of a rifle. I agree with you. I know they're good, and I know they're fucking solid. But for me, it's just not for me. I just like a Remington R whatever fucking 1911 I shot. Great. It was smooth I mean it was nice, but it's just not for me. No, when I say that, Fit, I'm not dogging the rifle because I know a 1022 rifle is probably one of the second best 22 rifle you can buy, next to the Smith & Wesson. I like the Smith & Wesson 1522 like Saint just showed you because it's just like an AR. It's not like that Mossberg 715T where you can't charge it and that piece is stationary. You can't do nothing with it. It's plastic and you can't do nothing with it and it doesn't do anything. You got to rack it on the side like a 1022. I just don't like that either. I don't like racking it from the side. It's like an AK. I like an AR. I rack it from the rear. You know, being Greek and all. Being Greek, I like to shit from the rear, baby.
G likes to rack it from the rear.
That's right, baby. I like to rack it from the rear, baby.
That sounds like a new song.
I like to charge my shit from the rear, baby.
It sounds like a 2 Live Crew song from 1993.
I know, I was thinking that. I'm just not a side racker. That's all. I know you're a side racker. I get it. But me, I like it from the rear, baby. Like it from the rear. That's just me, brother. I just prefer it. I love it. It's what I'm good at. I can operate it with my eyes closed, literally.
Well, you whack the side to charge the bolt, though, sometimes.
What? Say it again?
On the AR, you got to whack the side to charge the bolt sometimes.
Oh, I never got to whack my shit, buddy. My shit's smooth, oiled, fucking...
Don't lie, you whack your shit all the time.
Once in a while. But, you know. Hey, tell him, Mike, it's fucking free. It doesn't talk shit. It's fucking... You can do it all over again, baby.
That's right.
I put those Magpul bad levers on my ARs. So that we can... Yeah,
listen,
that we
stop
can,
talking about ARs because I can't have one.
Yeah. They're the best.
Yeah.
And I respect AK. I love AKs. You can't not respect the AK. The AK is, you know, it outperforms an AR. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it's fucking, you can take it to where ARs can't go. Like in the desert, you know. I would be cautious taking an AR in the fucking desert and yada yada. I mean, Tony did it. Tony does it all the time. He's got no problems, but I would rather run an AK if I'm in that environment.
Hey, just for fun, real quick, everyone go grab a gun that Mike can't own in his state and just like.
That's a lot of guns.
It's got a movable stock, a pistol grip, and a flash hider. So that is not Massachusetts compliant, and you can't have ARs anyway.
How many babies did that kill today?
I love it. It's the best. One of the best rifles out.
You can have one if you owned it before 720, like the one in my picture.
Wait a minute, but Rich has a fucking AR.
Yeah, right there.
Rich has
an AR.
Why does Rich have an AR and you can't have an AR?
Because he bought his prior to 720.
I got two.
Yeah, he's a smart man. Why didn't you pick yours up, Mikey D, if you knew the fucking date?
My brother and I told you a long time ago, my brother and I were going to build one. And because he always said, oh, let's do this, and I'm like, okay.
No, you didn't.
But we fought it around and fought it around, and we never got to do it. And I made the call when I heard about it. I called him. I goes, well, you know what? We procrastinated all that time, and now we can't do it. He says, what are you talking about? And I told him, like, you're out of your fucking mind. I goes, really? I go look it up.
Now, is this the brother that is a cop?
Yeah.
That sucks, Mikey. That sucks.
He can buy one, Mike.
Yep.
Why can he buy one? Why? Because he's a cop.
Yep. LEO can own one in this state.
Yeah. Yep.
And he can build one.
I can't.
Well, you can't, but he can.
Right. And how
But
many?
You can benefit and shoot it.
Yeah. Kind of like the thing that Stump wants to give me. I got to keep it at fucking working class woodsman's house. You know.
Yep.
But Misfit, to your point though, to your question, I'll make a point. There's too many guns that I can't have. That which is from Mass too, Misfit.
You poor bastards.
There's too many guns. You know, you have ties here. There's too many guns on that list that we can't have here.
Well, it's really not even the list anymore. It's any clone. You guys are fucked. I mean, hopefully that shit will get shot down in court. But if not, I mean, you are the ever-living definition of fucked. Unfortunately, it looks like she might have really. You might get lucky though, because from what I've read, she might have really fucked herself in the way she went about doing this.
Oh yeah, she overstepped her boundaries for sure.
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you what, that video, Rich, that you shared the other day, and I watched and I shared it too. If I can only remember the person that did it, when he's asking about where the NRA is and all that. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was Guns and Gadgets.
Guns and Gadgets, thank you.
Gadgets, yep. I
mean, what a valid point, right? And now we got a governor that votes with the NRA 90-something%. And I'm like, nothing. You know?
I think they do most of their stuff through closed doors, and it's just for the gun manufacturers. They don't do very much for the individual gun owners themselves. By helping the gun manufacturers, they help individual gun owners, but I don't know. Sometimes you can't help but feel the NRA is overhyped sometimes.
No, can you have an AR in New York?
The NRA is by no means perfect, and have they done some fucked up shit in the past? Definitely. But they are by far the biggest chunk of power we have, in government. So
absolutely,
you almost have to fund them at this point. Now, I would suggest people go check out, groups like the GOA and things like that as well, because they're a little bit more what I would call in line with how most of us think.
Right.
Or AKA us crazy radical gun owners.
Right.
Can you own an AR in New York? Anybody from New York, can you own an AR?
I don't think so, Mikey. That shit's...
You can, but it has to. They're these crazy bastardizations.
Oh wait a minute.
15s.
Car carry answered. He said you can only. Oh, I don't have my glasses. You can only have featureless.
You can't have featureless or pin mags.
Yeah, it's only in New York. All right. See, look at that. Who would ever thunk that New York would be better than Mass when it comes to a fucking ARs, owning ARs?
Yeah.
California compliant in New York.
Right.
As far as the NRA goes, from what I've been told, they're kind of they're putting the funding towards it to fight the battle. They don't want to actually get involved because they just feel that, they're going to put the money towards us.
Yeah, but how can the NRA not? I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying that Gold can't do it. But why would the NRA, who's like Misfit said, the largest, most powerful group we have, not stand in and throw a punch for us or two?
Let me ask you this, Jake. Just devil's advocate. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, bud.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I bet you the NRA's in the ring.
They are. They're putting their money towards it. They're just not going to fight the fight in court. They're going to let Goal, and I'm looking for the the organization that Smith and Wesson donated 500,000 to was the NSSF, which is supposed to bring a lawsuit against the Attorney General very soon. You know, they're not giving a handout what they're going to do,
Right.
but it's coming. It's coming down in federal court real soon.
Yeah, they know if you just stand up jumping and screaming, it's just a bunch of bullshit. So they're trying to do it right off the bat so it doesn't get appealed and all that other crap.
Well, we had a lobby day last Saturday at the State House, and, you know, there was a bunch of people there. We were going to see everybody, and we got I think it's 80 senators and representatives that are on our side. And the Speaker of the House, his last name is DeLeo. They had 2 days left in session, which was Saturday and Sunday, and they had too busy of a plate, and they weren't going to even think about entertaining anything with it, and he shot it down. He said, let it go to federal court, let them fight it there.
Unreal.
All right, just devil's advocate thought.
Yeah.
What if the NRA sees that possibly their money and their lawyers' time is better well spent fighting like federal gun control as opposed to in these states like New York and California and Massachusetts, where it appears that essentially the battle is lost on a state level. Now,
Right.
let's just a devil's advocate statement, but at a certain point, could that thought come out like, we've obviously lost the fight in California, we've lost the fight in New York. Could our money be better spent on a federal level at this point?
Well, then you know what I say, that maybe my money shouldn't be spent with the NRA.
Oh no,
I'm just they gotta fight here as well as everywhere else, and I'm hoping that's not the case, but you may be right.
And I'm not saying that's what they're doing, or I think that's what they're doing, or I think it's what they should be doing. I'm saying devil's advocate thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I would be willing to bet that they're in it.
Oh no, I guarantee behind closed doors they have thrown some very high-priced attorneys at it, and they've got people looking into this very hard.
Right.
I mean, let's face it. This is the beginning of the end for every state. If they let this happen here, and God forbid she gets in, and I don't even want to mention her name.
Oh, don't even say that.
I'm not going to say it, but this could happen in every state. I mean, so that everybody needs to take notice of what's going on here in Massachusetts. We all have to fight this fight together.
Right on.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just getting the numbers of people we need to do that, Pauline Gary's our rep up here, and
Yep.
she's on my wife's Facebook. I sent her a little note. Oh yeah, I sent her a little note.
Yeah, I hope her phone's ringing off the hook.
Well, she's a Dem, right? So I go, I don't want to bring in your political choice, but I just want you to look at this as a Second Amendment violation. I said that what she did is frickin' wrong. Hey HNRE, what's going on? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. HRM, you showed up too. Thank you for coming. She wrote back and said I was right, and I asked her. I said, "Well, do me a favor." I go, "I know that you don't have an issue with guns." I says, "Can you help?" This is disgusting. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I don't have a problem with losing. Okay. If this bitch that is in our state, if she brought this to the table in January, okay, and pushed and pushed and pushed and did her part and did all that, yada, yada, yada. And won. All right, then. You did your thing. We obviously didn't, we lost that debate, so to speak. Okay?
It's called due process.
Exactly. For her to do it the way she did it in the amount of time that she did it in, it's just unreal.
Yep.
I'm quiet, man. My shit's fucking got green lights everywhere like it's fucking Christmas. Then again, it is Friday night.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I'll tell you what, too, Rich. I'd like to see some of these guns that are banned get unbanned, too.
It'd be nice.
Everything should be looked at.
Well, like our AR, we have to have a pin stock. You can't have a bayonet lug. Who the hell ever uses a bayonet lug nowadays?
Especially on AR.
You're not going to bring a knife to a gunfight, and you can't have a suppressor unless it's pinned and welded like the one you see on mine. It's just stupid. It really is. Any of these characteristics, they do nothing to make the gun any safer.
And by the way, how are you having again, I don't have my glasses on, but is that a pistol grip I see?
No. You just can't see the rest of it. That's a LWRC IC SPR rifle, 5.56. It's got a piston.
Yeah, hey Greg, I know I can do what I want, and I can build whatever I want. But I'm trying to do things the right way nowadays. Don't forget, you know I got 3 kids and a wife, so it ain't worth me getting caught with an illegal gun. Isn't worth. You know what I'm saying?
Want to hear something weird, Mike? When I was looking into possibly moving back to Massachusetts, I looked into the gun laws.
Remember I told you to do that, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not going to do that."
And what they said is I could bring my stuff in as long as I'm moving it from out of state and it's a one-time deal, my one-time move, and I can bring the guns in, and they got to be locked up in a gun safe.
Well,
and that's it. I can't. They can't leave the house. I can't do anything with them.
Really?
But as long as I'm moving there, I can bring them in one-time exception. But they come in, they go in the safe, and they stay in the safe, and that's it. I can't go to a gun range or take them out to go do something. Maybe with the exception of possibly selling it, and I think people have gotten in trouble, and this is the big. The big skiff is because they're just going to sell it and they get caught with it and they're not supposed to own it and they get busted.
I honestly don't think that's true, Saint, because there are, like, Springfields, for example, are not legal in this state. A lot of times you'll see them on Armlist or any of these sites, and they came from out of state. So once they come here and they get registered, then a Massachusetts resident could purchase that firearm. So
okay.
I think somebody gave you bad info on that.
And I know it's tricky. I know a lot of people laugh because you hear the word safe, and you guys up in Mass have to use your safes. Da 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 da. Technically, we don't. Technically, the law reads reads under your control.
That's right.
Okay, so that's how the law reads, all right? So under my control is an arm's reach. That's under my control. That's where your gun can be.
have my pistol right above my head on a nightstand right above my bed right now, and I'm in Massachusetts, and it's loaded. But I
Yeah,
have no little
that's
kid, so I'm not worried about it. You know?
Right.
yeah, that's funny. In your control, we're having a thing out here, and I actually researched enough where I got a letter that was written by the Attorney General to I don't know something, but basically stating clarifying the law. But when you have a concealed carry weapon and you're in your vehicle, the police seem to think that you have to have the weapon on your person, but you can actually, as long as you are, like you said, in possession. So it can be in the vehicle, not necessarily in the glove box. It can be in the seat right next to you, or or tucked in to them. But it doesn't have to be
And
actually
that's
on
the
you.
same here. Yeah.
So some of the cops are like they don't like it. The cop was trying to tell me, actually, no, you're supposed to be wearing that, and it's like I know it's not the case, but I'm not going to say anything unless he really starts doing something about it. I'm just going to let it roll. I actually got
Yeah.
that letter in my glove box waiting, and I know that it won't amount to a ticket, but I ain't going to start anything. I'll wait till push comes to shove before I do that.
Cobra Burnout's asking me, what are the knife laws like there? Are they as strict as your gun laws?
Yep.
Well, put it to you this way, Cobra. I can't have a slingshot. How's that sound? Legally.
Ouch.
Knife laws here, yeah,
Was it 4 inches?
something like that.
Nothing assisted here, right? Too, Mike. I'm not big
I don't know.
into knives.
A lot of my knives are assisted. Um, for fixed blades, you have to, if it's anything over, unless you're hunting with it. Okay, so if I'm hunting or I'm going hunting and I have it, they're not going to say nothing. But on the fixed blade, I want to say anything 8 inches or more. I'm not talking a machete. I'm talking knife. I think there's some law that says you need your
Card.
license to carry to own one.
Wow.
So the extra long Bowie knives. They're like, you know what I mean. They look like an Arabian friggin' sword.
Well, concealed weapon could be anything that's menacing, like a club, a stick, your fist. All these things could almost considered a deadly weapon, just as necessarily a gun.
Yeah, that's why they changed the lettering up here from CCW to CCP.
So you can do something really stupid, not even want a gun, and lose your gun.
But to better answer your question, Cobra, so Spyderco's illegal. Your little one, your tenaciouses and all that, caracaras, and those are all legal. The assisted one, like I got an assisted one from Michelle. I believe that's totally illegal. I'm almost positive it's illegal.
That's why Ohio is so nice. So we literally don't have any quote unquote restrictions on what you can carry as a knife. Literally the only way you can get in trouble with it is if you specifically told the cop, like, oh, I keep this on me for stabbing people.
Right.
Then maybe, just maybe, they could be like, well then, especially if you you're like carrying a tactical fixed blade like concealed in your pocket.
Yeah, if you're concealing a Crocodile Dundee blade, you're in trouble.
But I can carry any kind of knife, whether it be automatic, butterfly. It essentially comes down to your intent and how you interact with the police officer.
You got a sword going down your pant leg.
Hey DSW, what's going on? Thanks for coming in.
Just to let you know how crazy Mass is. August of last year, they made pepper spray legal. You didn't have to have a license to carry to own it. Was the last state.
Well, they just want you vulnerable, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they want what they want. Just like us, we want what we want. Except shit rolls downhill. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, hopefully it'll change. Hopefully they'll win in court.
Well, it's nice, Mike, you're getting off your butt and writing letters. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the first part.
Yeah, it's so... I'll do this, probably do the Senators tomorrow night when I get home, or Sunday night when I get home from Vermont, but...
Well, the other thing we got to
Go ahead, Rich.
The other thing we need to remember is November is an election year for all these senators and representatives. And if they're not on board, we need to make sure that we let everybody that we know that they don't vote for them and get them out.
And you can have a much larger immediate effect in those elections than you will in the presidential election, for sure. I mean, as far as blocking stuff from getting into the Senate and the House, I mean, those are probably almost more so important than the presidential election, if you think about it.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem, Misfit. Up here, the news isn't even talking about this.
Right.
This is totally hush-hush. You know, we have a rally or something, they may show something on that. Like, for instance, I was at the rally, and 5, which is BC News, done 2.5 hours later, and there was hardly anybody there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all know which way the media swings, right?
Yep. And the worst part is Fox 25 is right across the street from the State House.
Yes.
I get to go to a worse state, though, next week, Mike.
Jersey.
Next weekend, yep, I'm going to Jersey next week, and my boy just got his first duty station. He's at McGuire's Air Force Base, and I'm moving his wife down to New Jersey. So I'll have to leave all my firearms at home. Not going to be a fun trip. I'm going to go kicking and screaming.
The only way to do it.
And my son called me up, and he said, Dad, make sure you don't... You know you can't take the gun on base. I'm like,
Right. All right, so you guys know I have to go to Vermont in the morning. Actually, it already is morning. So I'm going to get out of here. I had an absolute blast tonight. Stevie, thank you for coming on, and thank you for helping us all out and teaching us about reloading.
Always my pleasure.
Saint, thanks for coming in, brother.
Yeah, wish me luck with my new sharpener here, man.
Absolutely, bro.
good luck.
Don't forget, you should shave the hair off a frog's ass. Rich, thanks for coming again, pal. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Misfit, it's good seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming in.
Good seeing you, bud.
And Groove, it's always a pleasure, buddy. You know that.
Yep.
So we're gonna get out of here, and I'm just gonna say thanks, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. You guys can go tomorrow night. I won't be there. But we'll see you all next Friday night. All right. Peace.